Win or lose, these guys were going to have a party. But for Bobby Robson, this was not going to be a party, and there was no question of losing. Although replacing Butcher and Stevens with Parker and Wright, a good move, I thought, he chose not to run at the Egyptians, dropped the sweeper, and battened down the hatches.
كاسكور راح يؤدي واضح انه في تحيز واضح من الحكم لانه انظر ابراهيم حسن لشيء مشابه وواضح ان جاسكوين بيضايق. الكره هذه سجلوا
With 20 minutes left, Wright did manage to nod one in and point us towards Bologna. It seemed to have little discernible effect on the shore leave party, and they enjoyed themselves defiantly. We were top of the group, and everyone's happy.
Yeah, brilliant, superb. Crap game, right, but I feel dead chuffed.
As long as we get through, that's it.
That's it, innit? How do you feel? Great, the performance ain't that clever, but the thing is we're here, aren't we, mate? See you in Rimini and Bologna, mate. All right. All the best. Look after yourself.
Shake it up when we win the World Cup, cause England are the greatest football team. We're on the march with Bobby's army. We're all going to Italy, and we're really shake it up when we win the World Cup, cause England are the greatest football team.
We can respond to that, gentlemen. The purpose of the gathering here this morning is to make a presentation to Gino out of money that was very generously donated by all you young men here. And I think that with a few hours only to remaining of our stay in Sardinia, many of you will be leaving with a feeling that as far as the authorities are concerned, the young English supporters were not only uncared for and uncatered for, but largely unwanted as well. I think it's been very, very poor, but whatever memories we have of Sardinia, I'm sure we shall leave with very warm and affectionate memories of Gino, who has done so much to make life a lot easier for us. And it's fun. And I'd like to call on young Victor to make the presentations to Gino.
Thank you. Oh, thank you very much. Now, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I thank you all for having come these 2 weeks, and I hope when now you go to the mainland, you feel well as you have felt here in our camp, because I know these past few days there have been something that didn't really go well, but I wish you could forget the bad things and always remember the good ones, and think that Sardinians, especially Sardinians, you know, are really nice people. No, forget the bad ones. There is good and bad in every country, everywhere in the world. But if we are all friends and brothers, and we love each other, I'm sure that we get on very well in life for a very, very long time. That's my message to each and every one of you. Thank you.
Let's all have a disco. Let's all have a disco. Let's all have a disco.
Tin out now.
Right, well, we're off right now.
We're doing a runner.
We're over back fence because there's no money for there, like, and
Right, we're going back to Manchester. Got tickets for the second phase, but we're going to sell them tonight.
Oh, yeah?
Because the organisation is half as bad as this. We don't want to know.
The Italians on Sardinia have been quite nice to normal people.
But the Carabinieri have been spoiling for it, they're looking for it, and we're expecting much the same thing on the mainland.
We've had a great time with it, with the Italians,
if the Italians on the mainland believe what they've been told, then it might be a little bit hairy.
I knew how good Gino's been to the people. It's been like hooligans been staying here, but the people try to help us. And as I say, I've run out of money, I had no money, and I come to Gino, and now he's giving me a ticket to get home. I'm going round his house for dinner now, first Italian meal. England's got to be changed before the people change in England. But the people, the English that have come out here, the Sardinian people have made them change because their way, because how they are. It's the place, the people. I think if you come here without football, it's the place to come, Sardinia. It's because England, like, we've all got this thing to be hard and tough, but in these countries, people just don't want to know about it, like, and I just blame, like, you know, I'm not political, but I just blame the government for what they're doing. To the people, I'm not saying the people in England, like, you know, they've got it very hard in England. To people in these countries, we ain't got this scenery. We've got dirty seawater. Everything's dirty about England, and yet, like, the people are just normal people in Sardinia, and that's what I think's done it.
Sono 2, 4 e 1, 5. Grazie e buona giornata. Arrivederci. Yes, Mr. Hallam, everybody has gone away, and most of them had a very good behavior while they stayed at our camp. But I have to report something that has not made me very happy at all. Some of them have gone away without paying the bill.
Without paying the bill?
Yes, there are about 70 persons, of whom I have the number of passports and dates of birth and everything. And I'm trying to sort these things out now with the British government, British consulate here in Cagliari. It's difficult because they're all young people, they're all football fans. They have a special behavior when they are all together, because if you talk to them separately, one by one, I think they're excellent. But when they are all together, they are bound to behave in a strange way that I do not really understand yet. I haven't made my mind up yet why they behave that way, you know. At moments, being at home myself, I feared, I have to say that I feared for my own life.
So did I.
And also what I have to say is that there is a little bit of exaggeration in drinking. Young men of 18, 19, 20, being real drunk. I'm 45 years old myself, and I never had myself such amount of drink. In one day. I've never seen anybody drinking so much. Well, I'm sorry, you know, if this program will be seen, and the boys that have been here, now, they may criticize me afterwards and say, well, that's not the real Gino we have known.
No.
I'm saying this for their own sake. For their own sake, they're young. They have to change. They have to change, because that's not the attitude they have to take in life.
Well, I was here for 9 days, and I'd like to thank you very, very much.
It's been a pleasure, Mr. Hallam, to have you here with us, and I hope you can come back again.
Well, I did pay my bill, and what's more, I was picking up this journo business fast. I figured that if half the world's press and the remaining supporters had struck camp for the mainland, that basically left me, the camera, and the England squad on the island. There was someone I wanted to talk to.
I've just been to training to watch the lads train down the road at Pula, and somehow got in to watch them train. There's very little security because most people have left the island now, and the England team who are staying here at the Ismailis Golf Hotel will leave tomorrow morning. So I managed to get a chat with Bobby Robson,
and told him the nature of what I'm doing here.